All right, let's talk about something that can literally make or break your career: communication. Today, we're going to build a playbook, step by step, to help you master this absolutely critical skill. We'll cover everything from that first nerve-wracking interview to your daily grind, and even those super high-pressure moments.
So let's just get this out of the way first. Is being a great communicator some kind of natural-born talent, or is it something you can actually learn? Well, here's the fantastic news. It is 100% a skill. Think of it like a muscle. And just like any muscle, you can train it, you can practice, and you can totally master it. This playbook, this is your workout plan.
So where do we even start? Well, long before a single word comes out of your mouth, you've got to build the foundation. These are the internal skills that everything else is built on. And it all starts not with talking, but with how you listen.
Okay, this is a huge one that most of us get wrong. There's a massive difference between hearing and active listening. Hearing is just passive, right? Sound waves are hitting your eardrums while you're basically just waiting for your turn to jump in. But active listening? That's a choice. It's you being fully present, making your main goal to understand what the other person is saying, not just cook up a reply. When you focus on understanding first, you're not just a better listener. You become a way better problem solver and a much better teammate.
Think about this. You are communicating constantly, even when you're completely silent. Your body language is broadcasting how you feel before you even open your mouth. It's probably your most honest form of communication. How you carry yourself, that projects professionalism. Your posture, your gestures, they signal confidence. And your eye contact? That's the #1 sign that you're actually engaged and in the moment, not just zoning out.
Okay, so we've got the basics down. Now let's put it all to the test in one of the biggest professional hurdles out there, the job interview. This is where all those foundational skills, the listening, the nonverbals, they all come together to create that all-important first impression.
You know where confidence really comes from? Preparation. So before you even think about walking in that door, you've got to nail this checklist. Step 1, do your homework. Know the company, know the role. Step 2, plan your look. We're talking professional and safe. And a quick tip, easy on the perfume or cologne. And step 3, be punctual. This is non-negotiable. Arriving on time isn't just about being polite. It's the very first proof you can offer that you do what you say you're going to do. If you remember one single thing for your interview, let it be this: concise but very professional. That is the absolute sweet spot for every single answer you give. It shows you're not only capable and clear in your thinking, but it also shows that you respect the interviewer's time, which is honestly one of the most professional things you can do.
So you did it. You aced the interview, you landed the job. That is awesome. But don't get too comfy, because the real work starts now. Your daily interactions are where your communication skills really forge your professional reputation.
You know, there's a really fine line you have to walk at work. Being friendly is essential, right? It builds rapport. But being over-friendly, that can create some serious confusion. It blurs professional lines, and ambiguity is the enemy of getting things done. The goal should always be a relationship built on mutual professional respect.
Here's an acronym you never, ever want attached to your name at work: MIA. In the professional world, going missing in action can be a real killer for your reputation.
What does it mean? It means you don't respond in a timely way. And you have to remember, when a colleague emails you or messages you, they're often totally blocked until they hear back from you. Their work depends on your reply. Even a quick, "Hey, got this, I'll look at it this afternoon," shows you respect their time. And that builds the kind of trust every team needs to run smoothly.
So let's just boil this down into a few simple rules for workplace harmony. 1. Be direct and be concise. 2. Just stay out of the office gossip and controversial stuff, trust me. 3. Respect people's time like it's your own. And 4. Know the right way to do things. Understand the protocols so you're talking to the right people in the right way.
Okay, we've handled the day-to-day stuff. But what happens when the pressure cooker is on? When a conflict pops up or things just get tense? This is where good communicators become great ones. The single most powerful, most effective thing you can do when things get heated is this: just pause. Seriously, our gut instinct is to react, right? To defend ourselves, to fire back. But that little pause, that's where you take control back from your emotions. That's the space where a knee-jerk reaction transforms into a thoughtful response. Now, the game plan for this is actually pretty simple. Doing it? Well, that's the hard part. First, you pause, and you just process what's happening. Then, you prepare.
You get your thoughts in order. Ask yourself, what's the real issue here? What's the best possible outcome? And only then do you actually engage. And when you do, you approach it not as a fight, but as a team, searching for a solution together.
You know, great communication isn't just about the people you work with right now. It's about building your future. And that brings us to the last piece of our playbook, networking.
Let's be really clear about this. Strategic networking is not about collecting business cards. It's about making real, intentional connections. So yeah, go to those industry events. Use tools like LinkedIn not just to add people, but to actually engage with them. Look around in your personal circles too. But here's the most important rule of all. Focus on offering value first. Always be thinking, what can I give, not just what can I get?
And this right here, this is the golden rule that governs everything else. Your industry, whatever it is always smaller than you think. That person you have a disagreement with today could be the one hiring for your dream job in 5 years. You just never know. Always try to leave every interaction on respectful professional terms. Your future self is going to thank you for it.
Wow, we've covered a ton of ground, haven't we? From listening and body language to interviews and conflict. So what's the secret sauce? What's the core idea that ties all of this together and really turns you into a communication master? Well, it really just boils down to these 3 keys. First, stop thinking of yourself as just a speaker. Become a storyteller. People connect with stories. Second, remember that confidence isn't something you're born with. It's the result of practice and preparation. And finally, use your nonverbal tools on purpose. You'd be amazed how a simple, genuine smile can project total command and put everybody in the room at ease.
So I'm going to leave you with a challenge. Because look, understanding all this stuff is great, but real growth only happens when you take action. So think about everything we've talked about: active listening, pausing under pressure, offering value. What is the one skill you're going to consciously practice this week to start your own journey to becoming a master communicator?